Welcome to this episode of My Career Guidance. All right, today we're going to talk about a tool for parents with working age children. As a parent, one of my children is about to be working age next year. My daughter, she's about 4 years away. And I'm looking forward to it, right? I'm looking forward to it because I understand now that if they have the proper approach, man, they can really do some incredible things out here, right? So I'm looking forward to helping them out with that, giving them the right approach, and then hopefully watching them to blossom, man, to flourish out here. So that's kind of why the guidebook was created to make sure that your child has a simple understanding of work, of the opportunity and the power that they have with work, right? As a parent, we love to brag about our kids' progress, right? And we also want to feel connected to their past, to what they do, right? You want them to also have a sense of ownership, of course, but if we can, we want to guide them and give them proper guidance, right? Get them in a mindset to where they're feeling positive, right? Where they're not approaching the workforce feeling like a victim. They're more feeling victorious, creative, right? Problem solver. I'm going ahead to attack this thing. That's the approach that I want my children to have, right? Because when you have that approach, things just work out a lot better for you because you have a lot more energy, a lot more activity. Again, when we talk about the sad, the negative emotions, the biggest problem with them is that they immobilize you. They make you want to sit down and do nothing, right? You sit down and do nothing, man, nothing's going to get better. You get better, everything gets better, right? So that's what this guidebook kind of helps to do, helps to give our children a healthy understanding of work, of the opportunity of work, and of the power that they have, right? It shows them exactly where they need to improve to increase their value. Straightforward, right? It's not anything complicated or magical. It's simple. We're talking about job knowledge, value as a teammate, and then public speaking. That's the big one. You get them on that early and let them understand, hey man, this is where the value is. If you want the money, this is what you're going to need to do, right? When we talk about the four levels of work, you climb that ladder with the skill of communication. I mean, I feel like if we're honest and we look around, we can kind of see that. You have the implementation level, the people doing the stuff. Above that, the management level, telling the people what to do, right? They're doing some of the work, but it's more communication. Above the management, the administration level, giving the task to the manager, right? And that's more communication. And then above them, the owners, the communicators. Their words sparked all this activity to start the company, right? So I think it's important. The younger, the better. Understanding that, hey, your communication skill, if you're willing to improve that, and that's largely just effort and courage to keep going up there and getting better and better and better. If you're willing to do that, sky's the limit, man. I mean, before you get out of your 20s, you could be doing some major things, right? So when we think about what need does it satisfy, I think most importantly, it satisfies the need for us to have important conversations with our children and the need to be connected to where they're going, right? We look in the guidebook. One question, for example, what are three important characteristics of your organization's target audience? Your child may be working and not even really acknowledging the fact that they're here to provide a product or a service for this company. This company has a mission. This company has a target audience that they're trying to reach. Those are three simple things, but three very important things. And if you don't understand that, man, you're going to miss out on a lot of progress, right? When we talk about knowing what's important and knowing what's not important, I know in my life, it made a major difference. For a long time, I thought things that were unimportant were important. So I'm giving them a lot of time, giving them a lot of energy, not making any progress, right? Because I was just weighing things inaccurately, right? I was weighing this stuff heavy. This is light shit, right? This shit is light. And I'm weighing it like it's heavy. Oh man, we really got to do this. Hey, I'm thankful that I stayed alive long enough to bump into the right information, right? Zig Ziglar is where it started for me. Jim Rohn, Les Brown, Tony Robbins, Earl Nightingale is one that I currently listen. He's nice, right? But yeah, I had the wrong philosophy for a while. And that's why for me, I wasn't making much progress, right? 15 to 35, that's 20 years of working. I worked for 20 years, yo. Oh man, when I started working at 15, maybe I made like 8,000. I was part time, you know. This is at the mall. Mike Jones, he's good. They know what's up. This is at the mall, maybe 6 to 8,000, right? By the time I'm 35, I'm making 35,000. Like a little over $1,000 a year increase. And I was just as skilled, just as capable as I am now. I just had the wrong approach. I'm thinking this stuff is important. This stuff is not important, right? So it makes a major difference having the appropriate philosophy. Again, that's why the guidebook can be so valuable, helping to make sure that your child has the appropriate philosophy. Understanding that this is an opportunity for them to use their creativity, right? The more people you serve, the more money you get. So if you're willing to speak to an audience of 100 plus people, that's going to help increase your value and get you the compensation that you're looking for, right? You start with 5 or 6 maybe, work your way up till you're talking to the managers, talking to the directors, right? You're suggesting new initiatives. Maybe we can do it this way because I understand the organization's mission. Now I can bring my ideas. Hey, maybe we can try this to try to accomplish it. But it begins with that foundational knowledge, right? That this guidebook, again, can help you to establish with your child. How does it help? Number one, it builds employability skills. If you haven't heard that term, you're going to hear it a lot over the next 20 to 50 years. Employability skills. These are the skills that are transferable. This is a good worker who can work anywhere and be a good worker. And these are 3 employability skills that we focus on with the American Workforce Trinity guidebook. Number 2, it clarifies, again, what is important at work. Your job knowledge, that's important. Your value as a team member, that's important. Are you able to listen to folks' ideas? Right? Are you able to maintain the harmonious mood of the team? Right? Do you help the mood? Do you take away from the mood? Right? How are you as a team member? What's your relationship like? Are you useful to the other members of the team? Do you understand what they're trying to accomplish in their role? Do you understand how the roles are connected? Right? At my jobs, I was always about, it's like a big puzzle to me, and I want to see how all the pieces are connected, right? And that's helped me out a lot, helped me out tremendously. So again, clarify what's important, what's not important. It helps to build your child's understanding of work, right? The 4 levels of work. Have them understand that. Job knowledge, teammate value, public speaking. Once they understand what's important and what to focus on, man, sky's the limit. And then number 4, teaches them how to think about work. Allows them to tap into their own creativity, their own unique perspective, their own unique ideas, right? Allows them to blossom and become who they were meant to be. But now they have a simple understanding of what work really is. It's just us serving other people. That's all. Whatever your job is, they're either providing a product or a service. All right, that's the reality of it. The organization has a mission. It's normal. You can just Google it normally, and the organization's mission statement comes up. That's how they're specifically trying to accomplish whatever they're setting out to accomplish. Right? Understanding the target audience. How do we reach this audience? Right? And as a young person, you probably know that better than most. How different audiences are being reached nowadays, right? So take advantage of the opportunity to start building that philosophy with your child. And we're talking months and years, not days and weeks, right? 6 months later, 12 months, 2 years after having these conversations, everything will look different. As long as you encourage them, right? Encourage them to go for it, to go for the bigger job, go for the bigger promotion. And when you go to that interview, it's all about, hey, this is how I can be an asset to your organization. I understand the mission. This is how you can plug me in and I can help accomplish that mission. Once you get that, it's over, bro. Like, you know what I mean? Like once you understand that you're an asset at any organization, I mean, you got to keep in mind, most people are not like this. Most people are not looking at work this way, and that is your competition. They got no shot, bro. You know what I mean? Like they have no shot. They're still weighing things incorrectly, right? So we say take advantage of this opportunity, especially with all the entrepreneurship going on. That is opportunity in the workforce. Come on now. And a lot of those folks are going to come back to the workforce, right? I mean, let's be honest. Let's be honest, baby. So take advantage, man. 50 years from now, these three things will still be important. 100 years from now, these three things will still be important, right? As long as work exists, these three principles will be the key to it all, right? For me, now I'm at with the public speaking, I'm at the point of leading groups, right? Once you get all three of them down, now you can get to leading groups. Once you lead groups, hey, you get that experience again, months and years, not days and weeks, right? I'm like 4 months into it, right? So I'm still a baby in this space. But things are going well, bro. They're going well, right? So that's like the next level once you get comfortable with the public speaking. Then it's about leading groups to outcomes, right? You know who else leads groups to outcomes? Business owners. I think that's kind of what the point of work is, you to get enough of an understanding of it so eventually you can start your own stuff and do your own thing, right? Once you understand how to really contribute in that space, how to give the customer what they need in that space. All right, hey, the American Workforce Trinity Guidebook. Your approach will determine your outcome, right? The approach determines the outcome. This just helps for you have a conversation with your child at least once a week, helping them tap into their creativity, allowing you to encourage them in something that matters, right? There's a lot of other stuff going on in life. Yeah, definitely. Do you want to make money? If you do, you could do it from your job, right? Whatever job, whatever industry you're in, they're making millions or billions of dollars. At your organization, there's a good chance somebody's getting paid at least six figures, right? That could be you. What are they displaying? Do they do a lot of public speaking? Are they useful to their team members, right? Do they have a lot of job knowledge? Are they going around sharing the company's message? Those are all things you could do. Building that knowledge up. Job knowledge, value as a team member, public speaking. As always, continue to explore the most fascinating thing about your life. You. Have an incredible day.